Hi, this is Jamel with Recherche Goldens in beautiful Statesville, North Carolina. I am so excited to introduce a extremely well-trained boy we have for sale. This boy is Storm. He is Mr. Green of Meagan and Finley's litter. He was born July 2nd. So he's just about ready to graduate Doggy Double Doctor at 8, which is training till 8 months of age. He has had over 800 hours of training. He is probably the best trained dog we have ever listed for sale. And the only reason why he's available for sale was the client had him reserved. He was reserved at 8 weeks of age. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you will see the update videos we did of him at 8, or I think it started at 10, 12, 14, 16. I think we did 16 videos of him. Update videos showing him. We actually did a promo video just for our kennel and we used him. And that's why you'll see that really good video of him that was shot about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And he was sold. The client, actually, this is their 4th Recherche Golden, but something came up and they were not able to take him home. And so they just canceled. And so we are relisting him for sale for the first time. Now, he has known that name Storm since he was 8 weeks of age, but if you don't like that name, you can change it. They are smart. I personally have purchased dogs from Europe that were 1 to 2 years of age and changed their name, and they learned a new name in 2 to 3 weeks. Now, if I do change their name and they're that old, I'll try to stick with something that sounded like that name, but they are smart. And so if you hate that name Storm, I like the name. It just fits his personality, maybe because I know him so well. But that's his name, and if you can change it if you don't like it. But he is an absolute sweetheart. We love Storm. Everybody loves Storm. He has one of the best personalities of any dog I've ever seen. His Recherche score is 866, 8 being that he is very dependent. He loves people. He loves to be around people. He loves to be petted. He loves to be touched. He loves to snuggle. He's not, though, needy or clingy. He can be crated for hours at a time and he will not bark. He is very quiet. He's content. He has a very balanced personality. On his energy level, he does play. As you can see, he loves to play fetch. He loves toys. He loves to carry around toys in his mouth. He is a very happy puppy, but he's not even close to being hyper or high energy. He is very mature. He acts much older than his age. Extremely well trained. He is good canine citizenship certified. He is about as good of a dog, if you ever were looking for a therapy or a service dog, than I can remember. Because he is not shy and timid, but he's not hyper or high energy. He's right there middle of the road. He is confident. He is a dog that is not shy or timid, but at the same time, he's not dominant. He's not stubborn. He's not hard. Typically, a very confident dog is a dog that's kind of pushy and dominant. He is naturally sensitive and submissive. He is not a pusho. He's not pushy. He's definitely submissive, but he doesn't have issues with fear like submissive urination or anything like that. He is a sweet boy. I haven't weighed him. I'm guessing he's about 50 pounds right now. His dad is our biggest boy. He is 85 pounds. He is large. He's a blocky head. I think he's going to have that big blocky head. My best guess for size, though, is he's going to be 75. He may get up to 85 pounds. If I had to put a number on it, I'd say 78 pounds. I do think he's going to be smaller than his dad, but he's still going to have that big blocky head. He has a solid white coat. As you can see, very little cream in him at all. He's going to eventually get that big, beautiful mane and that big blocky head. He is absolutely stunning. He is just a sweetheart, as you can see. He is able to go home after graduating either Doggy Double Doctor 8. So what in Doggy Double Doctor, that's our most extensive training program. What that means is after 6 months of age, we let him live with a professional trainer. And so he's been living with one of our best trainers, and every day he's brought back here. And so he's been getting car rides 5 days a week. And then so that really extends out his car training. He gets trained here, potty trained, crate trained, obedience trained here, but then he's brought back home with the trainer. So he gets extra training. It stretches them with their potty training, with their socialization, with their car training. And so he is doing exceptional. He is literally maybe the best trained puppy we have ever listed for sale. Typically puppies this old, he's better than most. He's probably in the 90th percentile of his age. And so he'll turn 8 months of age in just a couple weeks here, March 2nd. Or the Doggy Double Doctor program is the month-to-month program. He'll turn 9 months of age April 2nd or 10 months of age May 2nd. And we are flexible with those dates. So if you wanted to get him between those dates, if you're going on vacation, let's say March 15th, and you want to get him March 21st, you can do that. And we prorate the price difference. He's going to get better every month he gets trained. But He's already super well trained, so you can get him at any date that works best for you. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see pictures of both parents, Meagan and Finley. If you click on those pictures, a video will play where we summarize each of the parents. You'll notice that both parents scored in the top 20% of golden retrievers with their hip, elbow, eyes, and heart clearances. Both parents have generations of show champions and health clearance were imported in from Europe, and they are some of the best pedigreed golden retrievers in the world, best pedigreed English Goldens in the world today. What I'd like to do now is to summarize our Puppy Training Institute, and we're going to show off Storm in training as of today so you can actually see his training. Now, we have more videos of him in training than any dog I've ever listed for sale because he was sold so long ago. He was one of the first picks of the litter. And so if you scroll all the way down, you'll see 16 videos of him in training. And so you can see all that. But we're going to show him off as of today so you can see his personality, see how well he's trained. And you'll see with all the videos, he is trained. He's doing exceptionally well in training. And we're going to show that off. And then I'll come back and let you know what you need to do if you want to reserve Storm.
Our Puppy Training Institute has 4 core areas. There's a couple areas that are very visible that we're going to show you on camera with the puppy that's for sale. Some of the areas are a little bit more difficult, but the one area that's very visible to show is outside training, and the big part of that is leash training. Puppies love the pull, love the tug, love the cut in front of you, and so we train them to walk on our left side. We train them that when we stop walking, they do what's called an auto sit. That's where they automatically sit without being told, without having any hand signals. They automatically sit. That it builds respect and focus on you. A couple other areas in outside training it's a little bit harder to show is car training, and then also swim training when the weather's warmer. The second area that's very visible is obedience training. All of our trainers are certified dog trainers that's been training dogs for years. They know what they're doing. They're all certified. They all can do canine good citizen. They're all very good trainers, and we work on the obedience commands of sit, down, stay, come, place, kennel, and they are trained extensively in all these areas. Now, we have 3 different communication tools we use with the puppies. We use hand signals, we use words, and then we use the training lead that we will provide you. And so as they get older, they get better and better. They can hold their stay longer, they can hold their place longer, they can hold their kennel longer. They can do it with both hand signals and words only, and so they get better and better. The place is when they jump up on the Kuranda cot. You will definitely want to buy a Kuranda cot because that allows the transition for our training to go to you. It's a wonderful command. When we say kennel, they go into their kennel on their own volition. We typically keep the door open, especially as they get older. And we train them, they cannot leave the kennel or really any other door until they are released. The 2 other areas that's a little bit more difficult that we're going to show you just generic dogs going through this. The one area is house training. We actually spend more time in house training than all the other areas combined. That's about 2/3 of the training, and this is where we work on the most important area of potty training. Of course, we're training them not to use the restroom inside and the signal eventually to go outside. A puppy at 12 weeks of age can typically hold the restroom about 1 hour during the day, whereas a puppy at 6 months can do 4 hours. The same thing is with crate training. We train them to sleep at night in their crate, eat in their crate, and a 12-week-old can typically sleep around 4 to 5 hours without having to be let out, and a 6-month-old, it's 6 to 10 hours. So obviously the longer they're in training, the longer they can be crate trained. We also, though, while they're in house training, we train them not to jump up on us, not to chew things in the house, not to bite our hands. It's very extensive. And then the last area is socialization training. Many people worry about getting a trained or older puppy is that they won't bond. Well, because of our socialization program, our puppies bond very quickly. In fact, we've never had a client complain about that. And so in our socialization, we're training them not to be afraid of thunderstorms. We're training them not to be afraid of the hair dryer, of the blow dryer, of a vacuum cleaner. We have a TV in our puppy training area, in our house training area, where we're socializing them. They go on field trips when they get older. We work extensively on them being handled. We have 20 plus people that work for us, so these puppies are handled by multiple people and they're socialized extensively. That is our Puppy Training Institute.
Now, if you're interested in Storm, read to this entire page. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see pictures we just took of him. Right above those most recent pictures are his prices for each of the training levels. Now, some people have a hard time finding the prices. So in this video, we're going to show you where prices are found on a typical page. But The prices you see in this video are not his prices. You do need to scroll down on his page. And again, if you want to get him between the training levels, we just prorate the price so you can get him whatever date that works best for you. And then if you want to reserve him, right below this video, there's a link. It says click here to fill out puppy application. Click on the words puppy application, fill it out. We will respond to you within 24 hours. Thank you so much for taking time to visit Storm. Again, this is Mr. Green of Meagan and Finley's litter. Thank you so much, and God bless.